Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to do the US statehood in order. And at the end of the video, I am going to tell you why Great Britain wanted to tax the colonies, and why America broke away from Britain. So, let's get straight to it. So the first 13 is what the 13 starts, or is what the 13 stripes represent on the flag. They represent these 13 states: Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Virginia, New York, North Carolina, and Rhode Island. That is what the 13 stripes stand for on the flag. The first U.S. flag was 13 stripes, 13 stars in a circle. So Delaware was state at the year December 7th, 1787. Pennsylvania was state at December 12th, 1787. New Jersey was December 18th, 1787. Georgia was January 2nd, 1788. Connecticut was January 9th, 1788. Massachusetts was February 6th, 1788. Maryland was April 28th, 1788. South Carolina was May 23rd, 1788. New Hampshire was June 21st, 1788. Virginia was June 25th, 1788. New York was July 26th, 1788. North Carolina was November 21st, 1789, and Rhode Island was May 29th, 1790. Those were the 13. Those were the 13 colonies. So that was colonized by the British. The British made up these names for the colonies, and they have colonized them by the East Coast. So now up to the next four: Vermont, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Ohio. Kentucky. Okay. Vermont was March 4th, 1791. Kentucky was June 1st, 1792. Tennessee was June 1st, 1796. Ohio was March 1st, 1803. Which the 13 colonies still had to declare independence. So after the independence, they elected more states to the Union. So the next five is Louisiana, Indiana, Mississippi, Illinois, and Alabama. We got Louisiana from France, just so you know. and let's continue to the statehood. Louisiana was April 30th, 1812. Indiana was December 11th, 1816. Mississippi was December 10th, 1817. Illinois Illinois was December 3rd, 1818, and Alabama is December 14th, 1819. So the next state actually broke off from Massachusetts. Maine was March 15th, 1820. That state had broke off of Massachusetts. Maine is at the top of the east coast of the United States. So let's continue. Okay. So the next six is Missouri, Arkansas, Michigan. Okay. Missouri, Arkansas, Michigan, Florida, Texas, and Iowa. So Texas actually drove the U.S. into the Mexican-American War in the year 1845. I'm not quite sure if that was the year the Mexican-American War started. So I am going to give you the dates now. Missouri was August 10th, 1821. Arkansas was June 15th, 1836. Michigan was January 26th, 1837. Florida was March 3rd, 1845. Texas was December 29th, 1845. Iowa was December 28th, 1846. Okay. Here is what I am giving you to understand why America is going to the West Coast. It's that the U.S. had to develop manifest destiny. So they kept on expanding toward the west, which that had created even more problems since the revolution. Since the revolution, the North were free states and the South were slave states. South Carolina was one of them. South Carolina still uses the Confederate flag today. Okay. So the next three is Wisconsin, California, and Minnesota. All of those states were part of the free states. So the South started to feel oppressed by that choice. So Wisconsin is May 29th, 1848. California is September 9th, 1850. Minnesota is May 11th, 1858. And on to the next four. Oregon, Kansas, West Virginia, and Nevada. Okay, so the United States actually shared Oregon with Britain, just so you know. Oregon had stretched up way into Canada. Okay. So, Oregon was February 14th, Valentine's Day, 1859. Kansas was January 29th, 1861. West Virginia was June 20th, 1863. Okay, so West Virginia actually declared itself as a state during the Civil War, which the Confederate states were Texas, were Texas, Florida, Alabama, Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia. Did I already say that? I'm just gonna go with it. Probably Missouri. There were slave states, which on the Confederate sides, there were 13 states for the Confederates, and you can also call the Confederates the CSA, which the CSA had used their flag a big X with 13 stars in the X with a red background. Uh, and if I remember correctly, around the X, it's like a white outline tracing the X. So we're on to the next states: Nevada, Nebraska, Colorado, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Montana. These states were part of the U.S. after the Civil War. Montana was the 41st state to join the Union. So Nevada was October 31st, Halloween, 1864. In Nebraska, March 1st, 1876. Colorado, August 1st, 1876. North Dakota, November 2nd, 1889. South Dakota, November 2nd, 1889. Montana, November 8th, 1889. So let's stop there for now. Well, so the revolution, I forgot about this, so I wrote it down while I was doing my research in here. This quote was in the Constitution. All men are created equal. That was actually yeah, that's true. Which the South was questioning already. What does that mean? Not even 100 years after the revolution. Just so you know. Okay, so Washington. Okay, so the last states is Washington, Idaho, Wyoming, Utah, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona, Alaska, and Hawaii. Washington actually broke off from Oregon, just so you know. Washington was November 11th, 1889. Idaho was July 3rd, 1890. Wyoming was July 10th, 1890. Utah was January 4th, 1896. And Oklahoma is November 16th, 1907. New Mexico is January 6th, 1912. Arizona, February 14th. Valentine's Day again, 1912. Alaska, January 3rd, 1959. Hawaii, August 21st, 1959. Well, we got Alaska from the Russian Empire. We did. Okay. This line is used in the American anthem. The land of the free, the home of the brave, USA. And that was the end of U.S. statehood. And now I'm going to tell you why Great Britain taxed the colonies in the first place. So Great Britain taxed the colonies because the 7-Year War was actually making Britain to was actually making Britain to buy all sorts of things to protect the colonies from the French during the war. Britain won, but since their economy was so low, so they decided to attack the colonies, which that is why America broke away from Britain, because of the taxes. In the next video, I will tell you about World War I, the history of World War I. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and you'll never miss another of our videos. Peace out.